Welcome to our channel Christ Team, where we explore compelling stories of faith, resilience, and transformation. Here, we share inspiring testimonies, delve into the growth of Christianity worldwide, and uncover the incredible ways God works through challenges. Stay tuned because today, we're unraveling a story of unimaginable sacrifice, unwavering forgiveness, and the profound impact it left on millions. This story will take us into the heart of India, to a quiet tribal region where a life-changing tragedy unfolded, a tragedy that did not end in despair but became a testament to the power of forgiveness, faith, and hope. So stay with us until the end as we reflect on how God's light shines brightest in the darkest moments. The incident that shook a nation in January 1999, a series of events in the remote tribal region of Odisha, India, captured global attention. Gladys Staines, an Australian missionary, had been serving the region's leprosy patients for over 3 decades. His work wasn't just about providing medical aid, it was about restoring dignity and hope to people shunned by society. For Graham, this was not merely humanitarian work. It was his calling, an expression of his faith in action. On the night of January 22nd, Graham was traveling with his 2 young sons, Philip, aged 10, and Timothy, aged 6. They attended an outreach camp and decided to rest in their station wagon for the night. As they slept, an angry mob of about 50 people, armed with weapons and torches, surrounded the vehicle. The mob, led by a local leader, Dara Singh, accused Graham of forcibly converting tribal villagers to Christianity. Without listening to reason, they set the vehicle on fire, blocking any chance of escape. The flames engulfed the car, and Graham and his sons were burned alive. When the news broke, it sent shockwaves across the globe. How could such a heinous act happen to someone dedicating his life to serving others? The incident sparked outrage, discussions, and debates about religious freedom, intolerance, and the challenges faced by missionaries in India. But this story didn't end with tragedy, it marked the beginning of something far more powerful. The forgiveness that defied all odds. The world braced itself for outrage, condemnation, and demands for justice from Gladys Staines' family. But what came next stunned everyone. Gladys Staines, Graham's widow, stood before the world and declared, "I have forgiven them because forgiveness brings healing, and our land needs healing." Her words weren't spoken in the heat of the moment. They came from a place of deep faith and understanding of Christ's teachings. Gladys' response reflected the essence of Jesus' words in Luke 23:34, where he said from the cross, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Her forgiveness was not passive. It was a choice, a courageous decision to break the cycle of hatred and violence. Despite the unimaginable loss of her husband and 2 young sons, Gladys chose to remain in India. She continued the mission Graham had started, serving the leprosy patients who had become like family to them. Her actions demonstrated a faith that was not shaken but refined through suffering. This act of forgiveness became a global symbol of grace, inspiring countless individuals to reflect on the power of letting go of hatred and embracing love. The controversy and the larger impact. The incident became a flashpoint for debates about missionary activities in India. Critics accused missionaries like Graham of coercing vulnerable tribal communities into conversion. Others pointed out that Graham's work was purely humanitarian and stemmed from his deep Christian faith. While accusations flew, the undeniable truth was that Graham's life had been one of selfless service. His sacrifice brought attention to the work missionaries do in some of the most challenging conditions. It reminded the world that faith is not just about words, but about action, feeding the hungry, healing the sick, and uplifting the downtrodden. The controversy, instead of dividing, united the Christian community in India. Churches rallied together to support the work Graham had left behind. His martyrdom ignited a renewed commitment among believers to stand firm in their faith and serve their communities with greater love and dedication. How persecution strengthened the church. Persecution has always been a part of the Christian journey. From the early apostles to modern-day missionaries, those who follow Christ often face trials. But as history shows, these trials do not weaken the church, they strengthen it. Gladys Staines' story became a living testament to Jesus' words in Matthew 5:10, Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. His life and death reminded Christians that faith is not meant to be comfortable, it is meant to be transformative. The Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 8:35-37, "Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble or hardship or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." These words resonate with the story of Graham and Gladys Staines, who showed the world that God's love triumphs over hatred and despair. The persecution they faced became a seed for growth of discipleship and the call to serve, no matter the opposition. The legacy that lives on today, Graham Staines' life and sacrifice continue to inspire not only Christians, but people of all faiths. The leprosy mission he dedicated his life to has grown, providing care, support, and hope to those in need. Gladys Staines remained in India for many years after the tragedy, ensuring that the work Graham started would not be left unfinished. Their story is not just about loss, it is about love, faith, and the power of forgiveness. It challenges us to rise above hatred, to serve selflessly, and to trust that God's purposes are greater than our understanding. As the Bible declares in James 1:2-4, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." The perseverance of the Staines family continues to bear fruit, inspiring believers and non-believers alike to live lives of courage, grace, and faith. As we reflect on this story, let's take a moment to meditate on the lessons it teaches us. Think about the challenges you face in your life. Are there people you need to forgive? Are there trials you're struggling to understand? Let this story remind you that God's grace is sufficient, even in the darkest times. If this story moved you, imagine how many others need to hear it. Share this video with friends and family to spread the message of hope and forgiveness. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories that inspire, strengthen, and transform. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment of faith in action. See you in the next video.